Watch out. Watch out. Welcome to the Dad Lab. I'm Daddy Brad.
I'm Daddy Clay. And today, we're going to talk about principles, actually collapsing principles. When I was an expecting dad for the first time 8 years ago, there were certain things that I swore that I would never let in the house.
What were those?
These are evil things like hot dogs, toy guns, Barbies, commercial television, and worst of all, video games.
Ooh.
Brad, how many of those things are in my house today?
All of them.
That's right, all of them. As of just a couple of weeks ago, when we decided to buy my 8-year-old for his birthday a game system.
Well, you know, Daddy Clay, you're not alone. 2005 MediaWise survey, they said that 87% of the kids in America play video games at home.
Well, and it's not just because everybody else had one that my wife and I decided to buy one of these systems. You know, we had rationalizations, lots of rationalizations. And one of them was that, in terms of screen time, at least video games are interactive.
Yeah, but so is playing kick the can and soccer outside on the front lawn.
Well, it's good for their small motor skills.
No, yeah, that's true. Okay, so now you've decided that you're comfortable with having a video game in your house. There are 3 things that you need to think about: the system, the games, and supervision.
That's right. Let's start with a console. Now, there's lots of different kinds out there. If you want to spend the big bucks, you could get yourself a Xbox 360 or a Sony PlayStation 3. Now, we're talking about maybe an 8-year-old here, so you don't necessarily need to go top of the line, unless, of course, Dad, you're a gamer too. For the little kids, you're probably okay with the next step down, something like an Xbox or a GameCube or a Sony PlayStation 2.
You know, you can pick up a used or refurbished one for under $100.
Which is exactly the way we decided to go. Now, I wanted a PlayStation 2 because this is the most popular platform and the easiest to find games appropriate for younger kids. So I discovered that my babysitter was moving to college and wanted to get rid of her PlayStation 2, picked it up for $40, had a monitor lying around the house, installed that all underneath his bed in the little loft there. He's delighted, and it cost us almost nothing.
Whew, good deal, good deal. Okay, you got the console set up. Now you need to think about getting a couple of games. Now, Dad, you need to realize that games, like movies, are rated. First of all, there's E. That's for everybody. Then there's E10. That's for 10-year-olds and up. Next, T. Now, those T games will have a little violence. Shoot 'em up, you know, in some mild adult situations. And then there's M for...
Mature.
Yeah, mature. Sex and graphic violence and dirty words.
Just the thing for an 8-year-old. So you really want to stick with that younger E rating. And also a thing to consider, these games aren't cheap. They can run from $30 to $50 new. You can also get those secondhand. One idea to keep in mind: stick with what you know. If your kid's got an animated film that they really love, there's probably a video game that accompanies that movie. Titles like Shrek 2, Shark Tale, Madagascar, all the Harry Potter movies have video game versions that have won awards from Parents' Choice. So those are pretty safe bets for your younger kid.
Okay, you're all set up to play, and we got to talk about supervision. Here at the Dad Labs, we recommend that you watch what your kids are watching on television, and you also play what your kids are playing on the video. You know, that may be easier for some dads that are gamers. Me, you know, I grew up playing with a lava lamp, so I might have a little trouble on here. But I'll still try.
Well, most of us dads that are over 30 may have limited experience gaming. So that leads me to my DadLab Seal of Approval choice, which is for the game of the movie of Cars. It's from Pixar and Disney. The reason I recommend this game is it's a driving game, which means you don't have to use very many of the buttons. I can actually beat my 8-year-old at this sometimes. It's a great game. It's got a storyline, lots of different levels, places to explore. It's really lots of fun and something that you can sit down and play with your child. And this is the thing: if you're going to invite this video game system into the house, you need to go there with your kid. You need to be in that world with him or her as often as you can when they're playing those games. Make sure you know exactly what's going on in their screen time. So that's why I recommend Cars. It's a great video. Dads, have a good time gaming with those kids. It's pretty fun. Don't let your wife catch you when you sneak off to play by yourself, okay?
Trouble.
Yeah. So enjoy your gaming time, and that's it from us for the DadLabs.
Hey, do you have Pong on there?
No,
I really like
you take
Pong.
this one. Let's play 2-player.
Atari?
I'm gonna kick you.
Space Invaders?
Get ready to eat my dust, buddy.